So we just wanted to tell you a little bit about our new build. As you guys know now, we've posted 1 or 2 videos just trying to explain what we're going to do. So today we can go into a bit more detail, and basically what we've done is built a 6.4 litre Jeep for Dylan, and the guys that's been following us for a while will probably know all about this. We've done the 6.4 litre SRT motor in the Jeep a while ago, and Dylan's broken his transmission just a little while ago going over a speed bump. So yeah, I think it was time for an upgrade. Dylan was ready for it. He's been looking at a Hellcat conversion for quite a while, and we decided to get that done. We're lucky because we got a wreck. This was a SRT Jeep, a Trackhawk that was in a rollover, and very low mileage. Managed to get that Jeep for Dylan, and the nice thing about that is we can get all the goodies that we need out of this Jeep to get the build done properly. We've done a Hellcat Jeep before, and we used transmission controllers to control the 8-speed box. We didn't use the proper Hellcat box. We used a Ram 1500 8-speed box. So there was all kinds of upgrades that we can do now. So this time around we'll be using the HP 90 transmission straight from the Trackhawk, and also all the other modules that we might need. I've joked about this before, and my goal would be, again, if we could get the traction control and all those things to work in the Wrangler, and also the launch control, that would be ideal. So basically to achieve that we need to have the PCM, which is the controller for the engine, transmission controller which is in the gearbox. We're going to need the radio frequency hub to start the Jeep, and also the body control module to control all kinds of other functions. The big problem will be to get the ABS to work, so we might have to get the ABS built into the Jeep and get all those things working together. So it's going to be tricky, but I'm pretty sure it can be done. And you can guys, you can now follow the whole build process on our videos, and we'll be trying to post every second day or so. So if you guys follow this, you should really see the progress that we made, and every day we'll explain what we've done, so you'll get an idea of how we've done this. Okay, so Dylan's Jeep is at the moment, like I said, a 6.4 litre SRT motor that's in there, 5-speed transmission, also from an SRT Jeep, and that gives us about 350 kilowatts. 650 newtons, more or less. The Hellcat will now be a significant upgrade, 527 kilowatts and about 880 newton meters. So a lot of guys always ask, what do we do with the diffs? And at the moment we've sort of decided to leave that standard, and we've done that on the previous one as well. The rule of thumb for me is it should break traction before it breaks the transmission or the diff, and normally does, unless the guys go crazy in low range. If you have it in low range, it'll definitely not handle the power. So we're hoping to maybe limit the Hellcat power if we get it into low range. We'll see if we can get that programmed. But yeah, otherwise the car will now be starting with I think a keyless key. We'll also have maybe keyless entry. I don't think we'll get that done, but we'll try. So there's all kinds of upgrades that we're planning, and we'll see how far we get with this. We've been in operation since 2005. And mainly got into the whole business by importing Ram trucks into South Africa, and we've been converting them to right-hand drive. And the whole Jeep thing started off with us when we ended up putting some 6.4 litre motors into some of the guys' Rams. So it was quite an upgrade for the 1500 Ram to get a 6.4 litre motor, and that really started because we sold quite a few of the SRT 10 Rams, which was the V10 Viper engine Ram. That had about 500 horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox or a 5-speed auto in the double cabs, and there was definitely a demand for the 6.4 litre to go into the 1500, and that isn't made like that in America. So the 2500 series Ram came with a 6.4 litre motor, and we decided to upgrade the 1500, make a little bit of a performance model, and that worked really well. But we ended up with a lot of 5.7 litre V8 motors. So I bought a Jeep, a little single cab Jeep, and I put the 5.7 litre motor in there, loved the conversion, and realized that there must be a lot of other guys that want to do the same thing. So we started doing those. But the problem was, now you get guys like Dylan, power hungry, has to have more than a 5.7. So even the Wranglers, I think current configuration with a 5.7 litre motor, that's more than enough power. It's really a nice conversion, a lot more torque, a lot more drivable. Actually probably a bit lighter on fuel than what you would get in the normal 3.6. But like I said, you get the power hungry guys that wants the 6.4 litre motor, and they opt for things like the Hellcat now. And we can certainly do those, and we love doing these conversions. So it's always a challenge, and I think also a very interesting challenge for us, because we love these things and it's a passion for me. So we will definitely continue to do funny things like this and try and push the envelope a little bit. And I think we love the Jeep brand. And we also the Black Mountain dealers in South Africa. So the guys that don't know the Black Mountain range, we've got everything in stock. We've got bumpers, lift kits, we've got wheel rims and all kinds of goodies for the Jeep. So, and it's all in stock, ready to go. All your JKs will fit, and also the JL series Jeeps. So there's a lot of other upgrades that we can do besides the powertrain and the motor upgrades. So if you're interested in any of those, you're welcome to have a look at our website, usjeeps.co.za, and also on the Ram side, ustrucks.co.za. We will now also do a little bit of a walk around both the cars. We'll show you around what we're going to do on the Trackhawk Jeep that we're stripping down for all the parts, and also on Dylan's Wrangler. So we'll give you a bit of a breakdown of what we've done there before and what we are going to do and what the plan is in the whole build. So welcome to follow us around and come and have a look. Okay guys, so yeah, Dylan's Jeep, like we've said before, this is the Jeep that we're going to be putting a Hellcat motor into. At the moment it's got the 6.4 litre engine in it, and yeah, apparently 350 kilowatts and about 650 Newton meters, more than enough. But you get guys that always want more. So when we did the Jeep in the beginning, we had the 5-speed gearbox from the SRT Jeeps in there, and it's really worked very well till now, but it's broken down and eventually broke the transmission, and we've decided to now upgrade it. And Dylan had the chance to do this, obviously with the Hellcat motor that we found. Just to give you another idea of what was done on the Jeep, Dylan has upgraded the suspension. We've put a 6-inch lift in there. It's also got the fender flares, the rock sliding side steps. It's got the upgraded bumper, front and rear. We've got the cooling hood on there to try and get some temperature out of the engine bay, and also the upgraded grille. Dylan's also done quite a lot of little things. He's done his headlights. The lights all, got color changing headlights and all kinds of funny things. So these things are really bottomless pits once you start with a Jeep. You would never be able to stop once you've started doing some extras on your Jeep. So I think any Jeep owner would know this. Behind us, you've got the Hellcat rollover Jeep that we found. And I think this made this whole build a little bit more affordable. Normally we would import a crate motor, and we use guys like Modern Muscle in America or whatever to get the crate motors from. And that makes it a little bit more difficult, because if you order the crate motor, you need a lot more than just a crate motor. You need a PCM to run the thing, you need a wiring harness, you need a transmission controller, all kinds of extras. So if you're lucky enough to find a wreck like this, everything's there. So if it also didn't damage much of the drivetrain, then you can really harvest a lot of those parts out of this car, and that really makes it affordable. So this one was not damaged too much. We had quite a bit of body damage, some wiring damage that we had to fix before we could really put out the car, but otherwise I think the drivetrain, very good condition. There's not really much broken on that, and everything stayed intact. So definitely a lot of parts that we can get out of this.
Alright, so we're just loosening the cradle so we can get the engine and the transmission off.